and the game has just begun. Okay, we have Muirhead at 12 o'clock, MIT at 12, Princeton at 9 o'clock. Um, I, I talked to Jeremy some time before the game, and he said that he's been playing since vanilla. And what that means is that he's been playing ever since the original StarCraft game came out. And then he said he has been playing seriously for 1.1.5 years. And he actually has quite a number of games on iCup, so he has been playing seriously. His favorite matchup is PvP, so I think he's going into this game with a lot of confidence, and that's always a good thing. He says that his worst matchup is Protoss versus Terran PvT, and he says that he enjoys using speed shuttles and mid-game Reaver harass. So it seems like we will be able to see some of that maybe, potentially. Both players going for a, oh well, it's kind of too early to tell, but no proxy gates for sure. A proxy gate is when you build gateways outside of your base so that the fighters come out and they're closer to the enemy's base, but we don't see any of that. Gateways warping in at both bases. And Jeremy sending out a scout in the right direction. Typically, what players do is they scout the place that's closest to them. And for 9 o'clock, the closest is 12. And for 12, the closest is 9. So I'm kind of confused as to why Peter is scouting 6 instead of 12. But Jeremy is going to find Peter first. Okay. He sees the gateway. He sees the assimilator. Okay, so he knows that it's probably not going to be a two-gate aggressive build. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, same build, mirror build. Jeremy and Peter doing exactly the same builds right now. And Peter has still not found Jeremy's base. He's checking 3 o'clock. I guess he wanted to be absolutely sure that there was no one at 3. Although, okay, so here's a Zealot. He needs to micro his probe away. So, you want to keep that probe alive as long as possible because you can see what the opponent is doing, and then accordingly, change up your build, prepare a counter build, or something that would be very good against the build. Here goes the cybernetics core for Peter, and here's the cybernetics core for Jeremy. It seems like Jeremy's cybernetics core is actually building earlier than Peter's. The Zealot at the ramp to block any incoming probes. That's a good idea. And same for Jeremy. That is very good. Peter has not gotten a single look inside of Jeremy's base. So he must be thinking, is there a robotics facility going up? Is this like a Dark Templar rush? So a lot of thoughts are probably going through his head right now. And there's the second gateway, and oh, a robotics facility. So I think we will be able to see some kind of either a Dark Templar drop or a Reaver drop. Um, but it seems like he will be going Reavers. And Peter has no idea right now because he has not been able to get a scout inside. There's the probe just waiting for the chance to get inside. But Jeremy has the 2 zealots at his ramp, so that's going to be impossible. Here he checks again. Okay, oh, I can't do that. All right, checking. Okay. All right, there we go. And let's see what he builds right after the robotics facility. He's waiting for it to finish. Okay. Okay, that's just a pylon. Never mind. It seems like Tio is going for a robotics facility as well. They're both doing very similar builds. Extremely similar builds, practically the same. And oh, a very defensive move by Jeremy, building an observatory. Let's see what Peter does. Oh, and it's those. Am I seeing the same players in 2 different places right now? These guys are doing the exact same build. Upgrading range. Oh, and I'm not sure if he upgraded range before, but I don't see it spinning, so it's not upgrading right now. But let's see what this guy is trying to build. It's at a okay. Just a pylon, and these guys are doing the exact same build. You know, although I think I would give a slight advantage to Jeremy just because he knows exactly what Peter was doing. He saw the cybernetic score going up, at least, although he lost his probe early on. And both players playing pretty defensively. There's the robotics for the Reaver. And the same with this. Oh, but it's much earlier. So, okay, there goes this the Dragoon range upgrade. Jeremy's gonna have to watch out for the Reaver. I'm not sure if he expects it. I'm sure it's on his mind, and and he knows it, he knows that there's a possibility because he's sending 3 goons behind his mineral line to check for any shuttles coming in. That's a very smart move. And so both players are not really looking to expand anytime soon. They're just intent on harassing and getting as many probe kills as possible. And okay, there's a probe there. I think he might expand a hidden expansion at 6 o'clock, or maybe he's scouting for a hidden expansion. Okay, this observer is gonna get a very good look inside Jeremy's base. Okay, he sees the robotic support bay. Okay, he's gonna expect Reavers pretty soon. And okay, taking out the probe, that's good. Um, he should have actually done that a little bit sooner when he got goons. Oh, and nice, and an expo at his net. I am not certain whether Peter is planning to get an expo anytime soon, but if Jeremy gets the expo and defends against the harass well, he's going to be way ahead in economy and will be highly favored to win the game. I didn't see the Reaver get in that shuttle, but I'm going to assume that there is. Okay, and you can see how he's not going straight for the enemy's base. He wants to make it least likely that he's going to get detected, because if he just went straight and got caught by goons, or it'd be terrible. So he's taking a long way around through the center, but he's going back now. This is a pretty complicated trajectory. Okay, scanning his base. Okay, here's the probe coming out to expand. Okay, significantly later than Jeremy's expansion, which is good for Jeremy, of course, as long as his fast expo does not make him weak in terms of his army composition, but that's not even the case either. I'm not really sure why Teal is not harassing right now with his shuttle. I think both players are just playing it really safe. They want to take this into the late game. Um, three Nexuses, Nexi, 4 Nexi, just mass expand and build up a 200 army, and then and go in there when you have everything. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's the first Reaver that came out because it's been a long time. But he's just sitting there with his shuttle and not really making use of his shuttle. And okay, there's a probe just hanging out at 5 o'clock. So this map has, as you might have noticed, there's 4 starting locations. Oh, and here's an attack. Okay, this is going to be very micro intensive. What Teal needs to do is make sure that he doesn't get his shuttle sniped by the Dragoons. And and the same goes for Blue as well. Their army seems to be about equal in size. I count 7 Dragoons for Teal and 8 for Blue. I think Blue. Okay, here's 2 more Dragoons, and these 2 guys are just similar in every way possible. Um, I think Blue needs to do a more aggressive scouting, a little bit more aggressive scouting behavior. I see only one